What's going on, family? Welcome to Ears to the Street with Fact and Entertainment Meet. I am your host, HG, and we have a very special guest with us today. I want to introduce none other than DJ Omini. Pronounce your name again, bro. I'm sorry. Ominiye?
Omanaya.
DJ Omanaya. My apologies about that. If
No
y'all
problem.
never heard of this DJ, then y'all got to get up on game. I'm gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself and some of his attributes. Just to start off with, go ahead and go in on it for me.
What's up, man? DJ Omanaya from New York City. Uh, tour DJ for A Boogie with the Hoodie. Fabulous. Was on the Wendy Williams show over 10 years. Lover, DJ. Just touring clubs, music, everything, a little bit of everything, man.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. So tell me, how did you first get into DJing? Break it down for the people. Your passion, your love. Where it came from, where it all started from.
As a kid, just loving music and getting into music. I always had that passion. And then a friend of mine was an actual DJ. He was like, we used to play baseball together, and he had equipment. Once he taught me how to DJ, I just fell in love with it.
Okay, dope. So, what was some of the first equipment you got? Like, what was the process? Like, because when you young, the money really isn't there probably, and you trying to scrounge up money to go get your first turntables. Take me a little bit through that process.
So as a kid, I didn't even have equipment. Would just be at his crib practicing and playing music. But eventually saved up, allowance and working and summer youth jobs and stuff like that. Bought like some Gemini turntables and an old Gemini mixer off of somebody. That was like my first setup. But for the most part, I would just use his equipment and do house parties with him and stuff like that.
Okay. So, what are some of your influences, like DJ influences or hip hop influences, that really sparked this passion that you have?
Um, when I was starting DJ, it was a lot of like Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Main Source, them guys, Jungle Brothers. Like I would listen to a lot of that stuff. And then as far as inspiration, DJ wise, Kid Capri, of course, DJ Enough, uh, Flex, Brucey B, a lot of those guys putting out mixtapes back then. So it was like that's who I was listening to.
Dope. So tell me about you did some work for Wendy Williams, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just go into
So
it a little bit. How did it get started? And tell us about her. How was the show? Tell us, give us a little bit about it.
my friend of mine, DJ Booth, was the actual show DJ, and long story short, he pulled me in with him because he's Nicki Minaj and Fabulous tour DJ, and I would cover the show when he would be away, and vice versa. We had to cover each other because we both had artists, and we would be on tour, so we would hold the show down. Pretty much, she's down to earth, cool person. Was there for a long time, man. Iconic. Just happy to be a part of it. Went on tour with her when she did her sit down tour. She did like a up close and personal tour. I went on the road with her for that. We did like a whole summer, and just was an iconic run, man. Sad it's over, but it was iconic.
Dope. Yeah, sometimes she gets a little flack here and there. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
with you being a little bit closer, and then I've heard Charlemagne the God speak on it because he kind of came up under her wing. I just wanted to
yeah,
see, what I'm saying, how the opportunity came to be and see what type of person she was from your perspective. So that's amazing that you were able to work with someone that has so much notoriety, and you're doing great things. You're
appreciate it.
and Lover's main official DJ and A Boogie with the Hoodie's official DJ. How did that come about, working with two such amazing artists?
So I met Ed in Puerto Rico, like I want to say like '05, '06. I was DJing Idris Elba's birthday party out there. And when I got off set, he was like, "Yo, come chop it up with me when you're done, man. I want to talk to you." I was just like, "Holy shit!" Like Ed Lover want to chop it up with me. I grew up to this dude, And long story short, he was like, when you get back to New York, let's connect. Let's, put everything together. And I was like, all right, cool. Got back to New York. He was like, you my DJ now. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, he just
So
made you the DJ.
just like that, he's like, yo, we're gonna do a show at Caroline's. It's when he was doing like stand-up comedy in the beginning. And I was like, all right, cool. I DJ that show. He loved it. He was just like, yo, we rocking from now on. 10,
Okay.
15 years later now, we like best friends, man.
Dope, 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 dope. So, you're from New York, correct? What part of New York?
Yeah. Grew up in the
What part
Bronx.
of New York you from? From the
Grew up in the
Bronx.
Bronx. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So, early on, what was kind of like the DJ scene now? Because you got a lot of experience in it, and I know, things have changed in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But tell me about some of those early DJ experiences you had just starting off, getting in the club for your first time, rocking the
Mm.
party for the first time. Tell me about some of those early on experiences.
I can't lie, man. It was like scary
Yeah.
because when I
Okay.
first, well, my first clubs, I was not of age yet.
Mm,
So I was getting booked, but I was only like 18, 19. So I'm going in there and I'm like, these people ain't gonna want to listen to me, man. I don't even know what they want to listen to. And then just kept going. And for some, I don't know, like right off the rip, I just learned how to read crowds. And that helped me a lot over the years and groomed me to be able to play any type of music and genre.
Okay, okay. So if I'm at one of your parties that you DJing, I'm in the crowd, So what I'm gonna hear, I'm in the crowd. I got my nice little chick with me. You know what I'm saying? What's some stuff I'm gonna hear like? You know what I'm saying?
I
Now
mean,
run
it
through a few.
depends.
Uh huh.
Like I don't usually focus on one person. I focus on the whole crowd.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like if I see them vibing to a certain type of music or a certain vibe, I know which direction to go in. So
Mm,
like it's easier to gauge a whole crowd. Like some people focus on one person and then they lose the rest of the crowd. I
right.
do it the other way around. Like I focus on the majority of what they vibing to, and then that one person will eventually fall in suit.
Dope, 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 dope. So tell me about some of these other platforms. I see you worked on Hot 97, Sirius XM, Dash
Yeah.
Radio, Taste Radio. Tell me about some of these platforms and what I'm saying, some of the experiences, some people you might have worked with, just lay it down for the people.
As far as Hot 97, I'm like a mix show DJ there, like on holiday weekends and stuff like that. So I
Dope,
DJ
dope.
like the mix show weekends there. Shout to Enough, shout to Camilo, shout to DJ Stacks, Funk Flex. Sirius XM, I'm also a mix show DJ there, but I was on Backspin Radio on Sirius XM with Ed Lover for 2 years, where we interviewed a lot of people, like every iconic rapper. We also were part of the first time KRS-One and Jadakiss met face to face, and we
Mm,
interviewed them at the same time. That was pretty iconic. And then I do Shade 45 VIP Saturdays. I do The Fly, which is another channel. I do Weekend Work. I do Sway in the Morning. Um, I also do the Estelle radio show on Apple Music. Taste Radio and Dash Radio. I have my own show on there, which is New Music Mondays. It comes on Mondays at 8:30 p.m. I debut like whatever new music comes out, new signed artists and some unsigned artists that are making noise. And then I have a Latin show on Saturdays, which is called El Colmado Show, which is means like the grocery store, because that's like you could get anything at the corner store. So I pretty much play all type of Latin genre, trap, dembow, reggaeton, anything street that's like Latin that's popping.
dope, 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 dope. So tell us a little bit about A Boogie with the Hoodie.
Yeah.
Talented young brother. He's definitely been out here making a lot of noise. I see he has a project coming up shortly. So just
Yep.
tell us about him and working with him and the experiences and traveling all over the country with him.
I mean, it's been a blessing, man. I've been with him for about 6.5 years now. And when I first got with him, he didn't really have stage presence. He didn't know how to perform. He's a young kid that got successful and came with a lot of growing pains. So me being a little more experienced, I help him develop stage presence and how to perform, and help him groom his stage show, adding dialogue and stuff like that. And not to mention watching him grow as an artist and his music grow and his fan base grow. It's been amazing, man. We literally traveled from Australia to Hawaii, everything in between, 3, 4 times.
Right,
Like
right,
any place you could think of, we've probably been there, and it's just
wow.
been amazing to just go to these places where people don't even know English, but they know us. We get there, they singing their songs, they just showing us mad love. So
So
definitely amazing.
that's interesting that you said that, and this has been talked about before, but I just want to get your perspective
Hmm.
on it. So far as going to these different countries, and the people don't even speak English, but they understand the melody and the vibe get them. So just going to how like you can't even speak a language, but just the melody of the music, or just how you just what I'm saying,
Right.
still still attracts you to it. Just go in a little bit about that for me.
Yeah, it's just they say music is a universal language, so it's like music gives you a feeling. Music will take you to a place where you feel like you in ecstasy.
Yeah.
It'll take you away from whatever problems you're going through, and just
Yeah.
like when you go out to a nightclub, you dancing your night away. You forget about everything that's going on. That's what music does to you. So it's amazing that his fans connect to his lyrics and his problems, because we all human at the end of the day. So somebody's
Yeah.
going through the same thing you're going through. You ain't the first or the last person to go through it. So somebody's going to relate, and I'm just glad that we're able to live our lives doing what we love and just connecting with people, man. Just making them feel good, making them just get out of their problems for a minute and then just enjoy themselves.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I've done music, pretty much all my life. What I'm saying, and just the feeling that you get from it, creating it.
Yeah,
I went to
man.
school. I went to school for audio engineering, and
Oh.
that I used to look at that as a real like tedious thing. Like because I
Hmm.
had to learn it by default because if you don't have the knowledge to do it yourself, you got to pay somebody to do it.
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying. So
I
learning
already
how to do
know,
it
man.
myself, it really kind of puts you just in that chair of just really appreciating just the frequencies and
Yep.
everything, all these subtle tweaks and things. There's a lot that goes into that sound. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So I've just gained a deeper
Some
appreciation.
people don't know how in depth music really is, man. Until you break down a beat, they're like, man, I didn't even know there was a guitar in there. I didn't know
Yeah.
that this sound was in there till you stripped it down to the stems. So it's like some
Yeah.
people don't really get it, but they get the vibe of it, and
Yeah, they
once you
get
get
the
into it, you
yeah.
get meticulous, and then you really appreciate it even more.
Yeah, I've grown to have a amazing respect for it, amazing respect for it. So tell me about I see you're on Twitch, you be streaming, you're
Yeah.
doing your thing, and you were actually nominated for an award.
Yeah, I started Twitch after Instagram Live started like clipping people, because during the pandemic that was a big thing. I would be live every day, just trying to help people get through their depression and playing music, and it helped me as well because I was getting in a dark place from traveling almost 7, 8 months out the year to being locked down, can't even leave it, just to get groceries. So it was helping me in a time when my mental state was getting, it was getting fragile. So I was able to help people then transition to Twitch, because Twitch was a platform where it has licensing for music. So they wouldn't cut your stream off, and they
Oh, they
actually
actually.
pay you. So, long story short, started a morning show about a year and a half ago, and it just became a this big community, man. Like, and now we're nominated for the best morning show on Twitch.
Hey man, congratulations, congratulations. Based off how this interview came to be, Now I got a Twitch account,
Yeah,
and
yeah, man. It's
the only person I'm following right now is you. So you know what I'm saying. I'm
thank you,
locked
man. I
and loaded.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next broadcast you do. I'm gonna be tuned
Yeah,
in,
man.
man. So
Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. sharp. We
7
so the
a.m.
thing
Okay.
with the morning show, I treat it like a real show. So it's like every day of the week is a different theme. Like Mondays is like Money Mondays, motivation. Like get your ass up, go to work. Let's get this money. First day of the week. Tuesdays we do Thankful Tuesdays where I pray. I do ministry. I pray for people. I do testimonies from my own life, but then people can relate to it. And Wednesdays we do like Waistline Wednesdays where I play any type of world music, Afro beats, reggae, reggaeton, dembow, Spanish, salsa, anything that's gonna make you move your waistline. Thursdays we do Toxic Thursdays where we do topics. We talk about relationships. We talk about cheating. We talk about marriage, financial, anything that you want to talk about. And then Fridays we do like a TGIF mix where we get you ready for the weekend. A lot of people are happy they got paid. Uh,
Yeah.
and I treat people to lunch on Fridays. I do raffles. I'll give away $20 Uber Eats or Cash App or PayPal. Some people don't got it all the time, so I try to treat people to lunch sometimes. Or I'll raffle off merch. Like I have my own merch line and stuff as well. So all this stuff came from Twitch.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
man.
Amazing. Amazing. So tell me a little bit more about that. You have a merch line called the Crown Collection. How did that get
Yeah.
started? I mean, you kind of went into it a little bit, but go a little deeper for me.
So my logo is an O with a crown, but in the middle of the crown is an M. So it's for the O is for O. My first name is Orlando, and then the M is Manaya, which is my last name. But in the middle of the crown is the M, and that's my logo. Let me see if I have. I don't know if you can see it here, but the O has the crown
Oh
in it.
yeah. Oh yeah. I see
So
it. I see
now,
it.
like
Dope.
my merch came based on that. I just called it the Crown Gang, and
There you go.
the community is called the Crown Gang on Twitch. And whoever follows me, comes to my parties, they're part of the Crown Gang. And a lot of people are like, man, I want to feel closer to you. So I started making cups because we would drink while we are on live and do shots virtually and stuff. So I started out with cups.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I made about 500 cups. I sold out of the cups in 3 days. So
Wow.
it was
Amazing.
crazy. I was like, nah, I got to do something else. So I did t-shirts. Then the t-shirts sold out in a week. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, it's getting cold out. Let me make hoodies. The hoodie sold out in a week. I was like, what the hell? So now it's like a full blown merch shop. I have cups, I got hats, hoodies, t-shirts, crew neck shirts, sweatpants, sweatsuits. Every like this is one of the new hoodies now. We got the multicolored crown hoodie that I just put out like 2 weeks ago. This
Oh, that's
sold
dope.
out like the first 2 days. So now we're just
Congratulations.
restocking it and just trying to let people be a part of the community that I'm building.
Hey man, you're doing amazing work.
Thank you.
Just getting abreast of you and the things that you're doing, I'm already, impressed. You definitely got to support over here, so I'm gonna be checking for you.
Appreciate that.
I definitely got to give me one of those Crown Collection.
Yeah, we got you, man. Send Martin your size and stuff. I'll get you one out. That's on me.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, and I
Yeah.
also do clothing too. Ears to the street
Dope.
clothing, so I'll definitely send you something
Yeah,
as
we could
well.
definitely swap.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, tell me about are you Rolling Loud in New York? Did you just do the recent one that just went
Yeah, we
on?
just did it last week.
Okay, now I want to ask you a question. I
Mm.
had read in an article, I had read in an article that they had banned the drill music in there. Is that correct to your knowledge?
Yeah, well, not all drill music. They just
Okay.
banned a few artists.
Okay. Okay. Now,
A
as
lot
a
of people don't know
uh-huh.
the issue is that a couple of artists that they did ban had a fight last year at Roll Loud.
Oh, okay.
So the NYPD is the people who banned the artist, not Rolling Loud itself.
Right. No,
Because
I'm glad you
yeah,
clarified that. I'm glad you clarified that because that is what the article said. Due to the
right,
the NYPD really want to kind of push for that, and they
right.
do you think drill music not even drill music, but well, do you think that was a good choice in a way to do that, just to try to calm down, ban those artists to calm down these issues and stuff? Do you think that was a reasonable thing to do?
Um, to be honest, I, my opinion, music is music, streets is the streets. Um, right now it's getting intertwined because a lot of these young guys are making music that are in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as far as banning them from the event, they were trying to avoid, I guess, a problem. I don't
Yeah.
know because I don't know exactly what the beef is with the artists, but you know, there's a lot of kids that come to these shows,
Right.
and if it's gonna cause some type of environment like that where it's supposed to be fun, they got to do what they got to do, man. Because my
Yeah.
daughters were at Rolling Loud, they like going to stuff like that, so I understand from a standpoint of keeping kids safe or avoiding issues, rioting or fights or whatever.
Right.
But
Exactly.
at the same time, you stopping these kids from changing their lives also that are making music. If they're trying to transition into being an artist and you're gonna keep stopping them every time, it's gonna cause them to stay in the street. So we gotta find like some type of median where we
Mm-hmm.
have some type of coaching with some of these artists where they could start stepping away from the street if they're gonna take the craft serious.
Exactly, exactly. Coming from the South Side of Chicago, and that's the original place of drill music, so
Yeah,
to speak. So, it's a crazy thing, man. It's like you're rapping your environment, but you have to learn as an artist not to perpetuate it in reality. You see what
exactly.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you don't
it's
see
I know
Arnold
it's kind of a
Schwarzenegger going
hard thing to do.
outside shooting everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I just did an interview. I just did an interview with Oskino from Rockefeller,
State
State Property.
property.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And I asked him this last question, about that. Can you separate it? And he was like, you can't separate it.
it's
He was like,
hard,
the only
man.
he said the only way you could possibly separate it is if it depends on the family structure. It depends on the
Exactly.
family structure. If
And
you go,
that goes back to me what I was saying with somebody got to mentor these guys. Somebody got to be the OG
yeah,
and coach them. Like, look, if you're gonna transition your life, you gotta leave that alone. You know what I
nah,
mean?
no
Stay out the
fact.
way and clean up.
Yeah,
There's way more money to be made doing music than it is being on the street because you're gonna end up dead or in jail.
right. That's what I'm saying. You can't be dead and make money at the same time.
Right.
It's like
You could,
physically,
but
it's like
you won't enjoy it.
right. Exactly. 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 Right. Right. There you go. You won't be able to
So
enjoy it.
sometimes
Somebody
they
else will be getting
celebrate
rich
you,
off your stuff.
right? And sometimes they celebrate you more when you're gone.
Yeah,
It's
I hope
crazy.
that I hope that doesn't become a trend because it's seeming like and it's happened before, but now it's happened all through hip hop, even going back to like Biggie and Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
yeah, and it's just
Sad,
ridiculous.
man.
Yeah, I just urge all people who hear this interview, youngsters rapping, inspiring to be artists. You gotta do your best to separate, like he just said, the music from
Yep.
reality. And once you get your opportunity, once you get a break, you need to mentally start making exit plans to change
Yep.
your reality to be something more positive. You
For a
know.
lot of guys, is they feel like they gotta go cold turkey. Sometimes you gotta transition out slowly, man. Mentally
Yeah.
start getting out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes they tied in so deep they can't get out right away. So
No,
do it
most
however
definitely.
works for you, but start making your exit plan.
Exactly. I currently I'm in Georgia, but
Hmm.
I'm 39 years old. I moved out of Chicago when I was 35. And one of
Hmm.
the main reasons I moved out of Chicago is because I was starting to like become the environment. That cold
Yeah, man.
mentality. I didn't have any patience for anything. Had to keep a firearm with me at all times. Always had to look
Yeah,
over my
man.
shoulder, and not looking over my shoulder because someone's after me per se. It's
Personally,
just
yeah, I know the
it's
streets
just
is
the
crazy right now.
yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know
It's
New
just
York is
ridiculous.
like that right now.
Yeah, yeah. But the reason I brought that up is because when I moved to Alabama, but I
Hmm.
still had that mind state.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It took a little time for it to kind of subside a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So that just goes back to what you saying with, making that transition, and a
Yep.
lot of it be mental more so than
Yep.
physical. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
true.
Because I know you heard that saying, you could take a blah 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 out the hood, but you can't
Yep.
take it
Can't take
out.
them out the hood. Out them. Yep. It's very true, man.
Exactly, exactly. So
Very
that's a
true.
lesson to. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely what's up. Um, so A Boogie has a album coming out. Correct?
Yep. November 4th.
November
Me
4th.
versus myself.
Okay, okay. Will you be doing any work on that? Are you working with them on that, or
Not as far as production. We're just preparing for tour right now.
okay,
We got a lot of shows coming up as well. He'll be
okay,
dropping his first single this Friday coming up, the 7th. And then
okay.
I think he's gonna have a follow-up single on the 14th. We're just gonna apply pressure, and we got some shows coming up, some big shows. And his manager, shout out to M, shout out to QP and Bubba. They're trying to route the tour right now for January, February, and we just ready to rock and roll, man. Take back over
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. So tell some of the people what's some cities what's some states and cities they can expect y'all in, so they can start getting ready.
everywhere. We're gonna be
Everywhere.
everywhere, man. We're going all over the U.S. We trying to hit every nook and cranny. We
There we
trying to
go.
come to every college.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
trying to come overseas again. Like we ready for the festivals. We ready for everything. So his team and his agency, shout out to Mark Cheatham, they just they are on it right now because the demand to see him live is still extremely high, even though he hasn't put out an album in almost 3 years.
Mhm.
So it's like the demand is there. Now we just gotta deliver the music and then execute the shows, man,
Dope, dope, man. I'm definitely looking forward to you, man. When y'all make it to Atlanta, I'll definitely be in the building. Hopefully, we'll get to chop it
for
up.
sure.
Now I see. I definitely want to get the people this information. I see. During the holidays, sometimes you do turkey drives, giveaways, and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Just go and let people know how important that is to make time out of your schedule, out of your personal life, and try to do
yeah.
as whatever you can for the community.
So as far as that stuff, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon, so I always try to help people out as much as I can. I do something with my team called their name is the Round Table. We do something called a drip drive where we collect clothes and give away clothes to people less fortunate. Not necessarily have to be homeless, just somebody who needs clothes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we collect clothes and we do it once every season. So we'll do one for the winter, fall, spring, summer, and we'll collect as much clothing as possible, lay it out, and we'll treat the people like personal shoppers. We'll take them down the line. What size you wear? What do you need? Pants, shoes, coat, sweater, whatever it is, and we'll let them pick out as much stuff as they want. We give out hygiene products as well. We do a turkey drive where we collect money and we buy pallets of turkeys and give them out to shelters, people in need, just so they can have that good Thanksgiving meal with a family or their family. And then also we do toy drives for kids that are less fortunate. My daughter's here.
Okay. Okay.
We do toy drives for kids that are less fortunate, and we give it out in hospitals, we give it out in shelters, all type of stuff, man. We just try to give back to the community because we all came from, somewhere where we didn't have it. So we're in a position where we're able to help. And I myself, I have a big voice as far as like community following, and it's easy for me to spread the word. It don't cost me anything, so I don't mind helping people, paying it forward.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And with that being said, I want to give some acknowledgement to our sponsors for today. This is a book called
One
Goldilocks
second.
and the Three Bears by
Dope.
Mo Yeaston. Her Instagram is mo _getit. You can also find her on YouTube under your average logical thinker. And what this is a children's books. Your traditional children's books, but they
Right.
do it with with black characters, and she puts her own twist on it. So this is
Yep.
something that she does. She sponsors Ears to the Street. We want to give her acknowledgement, and
Yeah. What I was
I'll
gonna
make sure
say,
I get you a
what she
copy of
could
this
do,
book too.
she could log on the Twitch channel, man. I'll promote it on the Twitch channel. People will definitely buy it.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm definitely
I
gonna
had I had someone else who did a children's book for, it's it's called Hair by Us or Hair Like Us,
okay.
and it's the same thing for Latin and African American like minority kids. And she
Wow,
sold a
man.
ton of books off of Amazon from my channel. So if she
Dope,
want to
dope.
log in, put her link up there, I'll support it too, man. I'm all about helping people that look like me.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I'll definitely let her know that, and I'll be able to link you two on that. And that's what it's about,
Oh,
working together, having
I'm
this,
talking. Stop.
this community. You know what I'm saying? Helping each other out and just supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. Ears to the Street is dedicated to the youth. I always say
Right.
that in all my interviews. That's why I ask some of the questions I ask when it comes to family. When it comes to growing up and things like that, because I want the younger audience to be able to connect with the people I'm interviewing and see how they
Definitely.
can take those jewels and apply it to themselves and shoot to the stars. That's what it's about with Ears to the
Facts.
Streets. And with that being said, this has been an amazing interview. DJ OMINAYA. I'm so sorry with your name. Say it one more time.
So, Omanaya.
OMINAYA. DJ OMINAYA.
There you
Official
go.
DJ to Ed Lover and A Boogie with the Hoodie. Go ahead and tell them where they can find you at so they can keep in tune with you.
You could catch me on all streaming platforms. DJ Omanaya, DJ OMINAYA. All social media at DJ Omanaya. I'm on the radio all the time. I'm on Twitch all the time. I'm on Instagram. So whatever you need, reach out, man. I'm a regular guy doing big things. That's all.
There you go, man. I appreciate the interview. I appreciate your time. I
Appreciate
appreciate
you.
your information. I appreciate your energy. And congratulations on all your success, man. I'm so
Thank you,
proud
man.
of you.
Appreciate it.
Just meeting you, and your demeanor, your attitude, what I'm saying, is definitely someone I would definitely, what I'm saying, rock with on a long term basis, man. So keep
Appreciate
working
that.
hard, keep grinding hard. And man, we signing off from Ears to the Street with Factor Entertainment Meet. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you.